Earlier in the show, I was welcomed to the island by Walter Maguire, who shared an amazing insight into the rich culture and history there is to be learnt here on Wadjemup Rottnest Island. But let's cut back a couple of hours where I boarded my Rotto fast ferry from Hillary's and was greeted by this gorgeous sculpture, which is just one of the most beautiful pieces of refurbishment that has happened to our beautiful island. Designed by WA artists Sharon Egan and Jan Rees, with significant input from the Wadjak Noongar community, this 9-metre high sculpture depicts a Noongar warrior and a breaching whale. This artwork is about truth-telling. It celebrates the ancient spiritual connections to this place for Noongar people, while referencing the brutal century-long imprisonment of Aboriginal boys and men on the island. Take the time on your next trip to observe the piece and connect with its story. For many, the first port of call is the Visitors Centre. The helpful, friendly staff can point you in the right direction about attractions, tours, bus services, bike hire, or even checking into the Rottnest Island Authority accommodation. Aboriginal culture is integral to the fabric of the island. One place to immerse yourself in it is at the Wadjemup Museum. Here you can walk around this recently refurbished museum and discover amazing artefacts, some 40,000 years old. Incredible sculptures, beautiful pieces of art, and photos that really take you back to the history of Rottnest, a part you may have never noticed before. The museum is housed in the old mill and hay store, and the display of this object reflects the significance of this building and its history. This is actually the original millstone that Indigenous prisoners used to grind up crops into flour under a strict regime of heavy labour. Between 1838 and 1931, 3,700 Indigenous boys and men were forced here under very strict conditions. The history and culture of Rottnest is rich and diverse, and over time the team here are gathering and documenting stories and displays for visitors to explore and learn. Outside the museum, you can also explore the sculpture garden featuring WA artists whose work reflects the island's complex and significant cultural history. The museum is free and open every day from 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And speaking of enhancements, you can't come to Rottnest without coming to the basin. This iconic, beautiful swimming hole has had its own upgrade and it is absolutely spectacular. So make sure you get down here next time you're on Rotto.